Robert Whittaker responded to Sean Strickland saying that he has no interest in fighting him next because he lost to both Izzy and Dricus. Sean said he's waiting for a title shot. Speaking to Southern Cross Combat, Rob said, "I don't care. It's like, well, I don't care if he wants to fight me because I don't care who I fight. It really doesn't bother me." Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria had a back and forth on X. It started with ESPN MMA reposting this clip.
No por mí, no es por mí. Me llamaron de que Max Holloway que estaba teniendo problemas familiares, que luego no podía bajar de peso, luego que quería pelear en la categoría superior. No sé, la verdad. No tengo ni idea.
Max reposted that. He wrote, "Guys just making things up at this stage. I've been ready." Ilia fired back saying, "Choose a date. Choose the way you want me to beat you and write it here. I am ready to turn off your lights whenever and wherever. Call Dana." Max replied, "Been talking to them, brother. You need to check your numbers since you said it the Sphere by Toehold. See you soon." And Ilia says, "God bless you, brother. Nothing against you, but it brings me great joy to be the first to disconnect you. It seems so fun." Paddy Pimblett believes that Ilia Topuria is afraid to fight Max Holloway. He also discusses a potential fight with Renato Moicano. Paddy is currently scheduled to fight Bobby Green at UFC 304. On his YouTube channel, Paddy said, "I think I've got the same as everyone. Everyone's picking Max. Know what I mean? Hand sanitizer boy's scared to take the fight. Doesn't want to take the fight against Max because he knows what will happen. He fought Volkanovski at the perfect time, coming back off getting knocked out like 10 weeks later. He got lucky there, to be honest. Once I get through Bobby, we'll see what happens with Moicano. Everyone wanted to see me versus Moicano, so once I beat Bobby, let's see where Moicano's up to." I think obviously everyone says that they want to fight Conor McGregor as their dream fight, just because of the money involved. For me personally, it's Islam Makhachev. Whoever's got the belt, you want to fight whoever's got the belt. You want to prove that you're the best in the world. Conor McGregor posted some footage of himself shadowboxing to his Instagram today. Dan Ige tells Michael Bisping that Dana White and Hunter Campbell told him that he could have whatever he wanted following his short notice fight against Diego Lopez. Ige really wants to fight at UFC 306 in the Sphere.
What did Dana say to you afterwards?
I mean, he told me whatever I want, I got it. Hunter, same thing. Sean told me he'd work on finding me an opponent for that. That's what I want. So I believe it'll happen. It's just, the who doesn't really matter to me. I think if I go on there, that's going to be a spectacle of an event. I don't think, I can't even fathom what it's going to be like. That place looks crazy. So
yeah,
that's what I'm going to prepare for, physically and mentally. And I guess, we just have to wait and see what happens.
Colby Covington is still calling out Charles Oliveira for his next fight. Speaking to Submission Radio, Colby said it's still a potential fight. The UFC hasn't shown much interest in it, but if you look at the landscape of what he's said in recent interviews, that he wants to go up to 170, he's a big guy. He's taller than me. He weighs more than me. The guy is just a weight bully cutting to 155 because he wants to be stronger in there, because he doesn't have the mental edge. He's mentally weak, so he needs to have the physical edge. He's another one of those guys with baseless words. Said all these things like, I want big legacy fights, I want to go up to 170. Well, here's your chance, Charles Oliveira. I'm the biggest fight you could get. Former world champion, the king of Brazil, the king of Miami, Donald Trump's favorite fighter. What's going to be bigger for your legacy, Charles, than coming and fighting me? You want the biggest fight. The ball's in your court. Let's see if you're a man of your word. Nate Diaz is excited for Nick Diaz's UFC return. Nick is scheduled to fight Vicente Luque on August 3rd. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Nate said he's going to Saudi Arabia. Huh? Luque's a fighter. He'll come to fight. You guys know Nick, so that's what that is. You're going to have a couple of animals in there. I don't think there's anybody better than Nick, so we'll see what happens. Following Alex Pereira's KO win over Jiri Prochazka last weekend, Daniel Cormier compares the current state of the light heavyweight division to when he was fighting. DC points out how it used to be all wrestlers, and now it's totally different.
Light heavyweight top 5 from 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Chill. The top 5 was me, wrestler. Jones, wrestler. Loman Teixeira, wrestler. Phil Davis, wrestler. Ryan Bader, wrestler. Alexander Gustafsson, who had sneaky good wrestling. 6 top guys in the world were all wrestlers. I look at this weight class right now, Jill, and I see no wrestlers. I don't see any wrestlers all the way to 10. How long can Alex Pereira reign atop this division? Because it feels like if you're forced to stand with him and strike with him, you really have no chance. How in the world, Jill, did all wrestlers that weigh around 230 pounds just not end up in this weight class anymore?
Jon Jones claims he's fighting on November 9th at MSG. Jon posted this to his Instagram yesterday. A fan commented, "Claim a fight." Jon replied, "November 9th, Madison Square Garden. I know it seems like a dream, but it's really happening." Jon also posted this to his Instagram. He wrote, "The red corner, my office, hashtag November 9th. Israel Adesanya responded to Dricus Du Plessis saying that he never discredited Izzy, Francis Ngannou, or Kamaru Usman. Izzy reposted this to X with a cap emoji. It says, "Here's Israel Adesanya, Francis Ngannou, and Kamaru Usman all in Africa after UFC title wins. Dricus lied and is now playing the victim."
And as far as discrediting, never discredited anybody.
I'll ever go to Africa. As far as I know, it came to America and New Zealand.
We got him.
I my God.
Maru confirmed after meeting with the executive governor of Lagos State that he plans to have a project in the city.
Never discredited anybody.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. In reference to Alex Pereira running into Yuri at the airport, the first one's from Sam. It says, "How the f does Alex bump into his opponent at the airport every time?" The second one's from MMA for Life. It says, "Dricus saying I'm no dog so I won't was a killer comeback." And the final one's in reference to Max Holloway saying that Alex Pereira deserves to be announced as the one and only. It says, "Max is saying that about Poatan like he ain't the baddest gangster in the octagon himself." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.